Do you have
Yeah.
something? Did you find something?
I've already made my drink here, and I didn't have mint, so I used rosemary.
That's pretty.
Yeah,
It looks really
it's
nice.
it should be
Just
good.
gonna pour the
Yeah,
mango
I didn't
juice.
have much of expectations. I'm gonna
I mean, it
mix it.
tastes good.
Really?
Yeah,
Mango juice. I have the lime juice. What type of
yeah.
spicy sauce did you use?
I just cut up like a little bit of real, like we have these tiny little chilies, and so I put them in there.
Brilliant. I don't have mango, but it's peach. And this is lemon instead of lime. Like I amended all the
I
ingredients.
used lemon as well instead of lime because we didn't have lime. I mean, same, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm gonna add, it's not like a jalapeno, it's actually this tiny marinated spicy peppers that are more spicier than the jalapenos that I can find here. So I'm gonna add this.
Should I use sriracha or pâte piment vert, which is like green pepper paste?
Do the green pepper paste.
I do the green pepper paste.
So yeah.
I'm gonna answer everything. I'm an open book, so I don't need to get more spice. Yeah.
What's your wallet address that no one knows?
Oh, I actually have about 200 something wallets. I have so many wallets, it's actually ridiculous. But none of them are like hidden or anything. They're all like connected and you can trace back to them. There you go. That's a relatively new one. It's what I've been sort of like trading on base and doing the virtuals AI agent stuff with.
What's your last browsing history search term? Like what did you search last time?
CryptoPunks. Here we go. I looked up, yeah, I did.
CryptoPunks?
Are you sure that's from
Yeah,
now
so-
or is it like 2021?
My very last one was Warpcast. I went, I think, just to find the chat to find the ingredients for this. But before that, it was CryptoPunks.app, the CryptoPunks website. I can't remember exactly why, probably because their price has been going up a lot lately. I wanted to check them out. That's a nice one.
What's the most illegal thing you've done?
Oh, there's nothing too crazy. When I was like, so I used to drink a lot. I don't drink anymore. But I once got drunk on a night out and I peed outside, public urination. But it turned out it was outside a club and I was peeing on a police station. So like on their wall. I mean, it's always legal, but that was particularly, yeah, they were not happy. They found me and caught me, but let me off with a warning, ultimately.
What's the last message that you sent?
To my fiance, asking her if she could move the mango because our dog was trying to get to it while we were trying to podcast. Because I'm in our kitchen right now.
What's the most awkward thing you've done on a date? Can be with your fiance or anyone ever.
I mean, once I had my nails painted pink. I can't remember if it was all of them or just some of them.
What's your favorite ex?
I don't know that I have a favorite. I don't have many. I haven't been in too many relationships. And it's sort of like my current partner and then 2 or 3 others. But maybe the one that painted the nails pink was because she was like fun and open for anything.
And all this time I actually wanted to eat the spice thing because I'm hungry.
Actually, I want to take a sip and try my drink as well. Not that spicy. Needs more.
Add more.
What's the biggest gamble in life?
I think it's choosing a partner. I think, you never know for sure. Either that or having kids. You never really know in the early days. Like people change.
If ZenAcademy was a drink, which one would it be?
Well, we love purple in ZenAcademy. That's the colors of the thing. So something like grapefruit juice or grapefruit kombucha.
What's the meaning of on-chain status and reputation in an age where platforms like poker platforms can easily lock you out or ban you, or gaming platforms can just go bust, like Unreal Tournament?
Incredibly important. It's kind of like these kind of apps coming out that will give you sort of a track record that is more permanent. It will change this dynamic and make it a lot better. And people will start to want to only interact with people that have certain reputation scores, for instance.
What would be your real life redeemer, like in a game?
You know what it refers to?
Not really.
I'm going to explain because it might be a while in the past. I did some digging in Unreal Tournament. It's a tiny weapon that can cause a really big explosion. I found out that you played Unreal Tournament. It's like
a long time ago. You went deep to find that because it's been since I was in high school. I played that for a little bit.
That was my search history.
So something that is little that would blow things up.
It doesn't have to be like literal. It can be like a small thing that has a big impact, brings you forward.
I mean, for me personally, it would be alcohol because like if I have alcohol, I just completely go off the rails and it just destroys my life.
Red or green? Modifying a multiplayer map?
Red?
Calling themselves godlike.
Red, definitely red.
Prefers life in pixels than high resolution.
I'll go red again.
Dresses up as Satoshi Nakamoto at every party and no one understands it.
Also red. Kind of cool, but like at a certain point, that's just weird.
Kiss, marry, kill. Let's say you're on a date. The first person watches Fresh Prince of Bel-Air on a separate little screen while they're on a date with you. The second person has deathmatch and domination as their guiding principles, which is also 2 game modes of Unreal Tournament. And the third person despises board games.
Ooh, despises board games? I would kill that person because board games are the best. I would marry the first one, even though it's a little weird to be watching Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. That kind of shows that they're fun but weird. Kiss the middle one.
What is the best, the last, and the most favorite album that you listened to?
Honestly, couldn't name many albums. I don't remember lyrics to songs. I don't remember names of albums. The last song I listened to, I got it up on Spotify, is Money Ties by Ren, R-E-N. I like everything from the Beatles and Bob Dylan to Ren and Kendrick Lamar and Taylor Swift.
Is that like a good song for a date? Or what's like the ideal song for a date?
It would not be a bad song. It's very intense. It would either like be an amazing date or be an awful date.
What song would you pick if you had to pick one?
Like one song just to be on repeat the whole...
Or an artist?
I would probably put on like just some background, almost like instrumental music.
Is The Weeknd too much of a booty call?
Maybe a little bit,
Okay.
which is not necessarily a bad thing. Depends on how you want the date to go.
My go-to is also Chase Atlantic.
I was thinking about Paris, Texas. I think it generally has a really nice background kind of music. Could be romantic, could be nostalgic. About virtual people baked by AI, about your version to live in social media and basically outlive you. What it would be, like how would personality would be? Would it be something different?
I'd probably add to it because I think what is out there in terms of public, like my tweets, newsletter, other things and stuff that I've been on, that's like only one side of me. And there's still like, you know, the home side and the internal dialogue and monologue and thoughts.
What is the role of failure?
It is the best way to learn. I have failed so much in my life. I'm the opposite of risk averse, you know, professional poker player, gambler, and now degen crypto trader and all sorts of other things. I obviously run towards risk, and that means failing a lot. Yeah, I think that's when people grow. And you can learn from other people's failures, but you'll never learn as well as if it's your own failures.
What's the biggest learning from being a dog dad?
Just how humbling it is. Last weekend, I flew down to Sydney because there was a crypto conference, and it was amazing. There were thousands of people there, and it ended with this like party on a super yacht. And you're out on a super yacht on Sydney Harbour. There's fireworks, and it's amazing. And then I come home the next day and I'm like picking up dog shit. You know, it's sort of like you're their servant.
I think I saw the pictures years ago, the paparazzi of Anne Hathaway, the actress. She was going out with her dog and they were taking pictures of her without her consent. So she took her dog shit and just threw it.
Good, they deserve it.
What do you hate food-wise?
Very, very little. I'm not the biggest fan of like aniseed and fennel. That just like licorice thing. I'm very open-minded when it comes to food. I'll try basically everything.
Kangaroo testicles. Is that actually a thing? Have you tried it?
I have not. I wouldn't put it past people to eat that because I know people eat testicles of other animals. But I've eaten kangaroo meat. It's pretty common here. You can go to the supermarket and you'll find kangaroo meat. It's very high in protein, low in fat. So very good for you.
What's your toxic trait?
I have so many. I think I am like, I want to say like, I care too much what other people think about me. That's not really a trait, but like a personality, character flaw. I'm passive aggressive. I hate confrontation. Instead of talking about things or dealing with things, I'll just avoid and then it just blows up later on.
What drives you?
Different things at different times. I mean, I'm very competitive, so I love winning in general at whatever I'm doing. So when it was poker, I was competitive against like peers. And I've been going through sort of, I think for the last year or so, it's just trying to find that inspiration or motivation and figure out what's next and where I want to go forward because I've sort of been just like meandering and doing all sorts of random things. And I haven't felt particularly driven for a while now.
You were saying that you were working on a book of psychology. Is it true?
No. I am writing a book right now, and I was previously writing a book. My old book was going to be on like personal branding and stuff, but I didn't really love that idea. But my new book I'm pretty excited about is about trading, like basically lessons I've learned from being poker player and crypto investor. And part of it is trading psychology.
Kind of like a blueprints to follow?
Yeah, kind of like that. How to be a better trader, a guide to investing and lessons I've learned.
What is like the Zeneca legacy you want to leave behind? What should people remember about you?
That I was a good person. If people think that, then I'll be happy. I don't see the appeal of being remembered for making money or creating something and I don't really ever think I'll invent something, but I think like there's people that were clearly not good people and you just remember them that way.
I think you can be a good person even if you pee in the police station.
Who would you nominate to join us next? I
have a friend who I find really interesting and he's big on Farcaster. Do you know Floor? I'm going to nominate two people if I can. And the other friend is Ellie.